It is Monday, March the 17th, 2025. I am James. You are you. We are here 24 hours removed from the 5th anniversary celebration, spectacular extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. We did it. And to say that I had desire to do it again tonight would be a stretch. I took a 2-hour nap. After 45 minutes, maybe an hour, it's no longer a nap. I went to sleep in the middle of the day. I thought, how do you top last night's show? It wasn't because I was lazy, wasn't because I was uninspired. It was because last night was so special to my itsy bitsy heart. And dare I say it was special to all of your itsy bitsy hearts, even those of you with enlarged hearts. How do you top what we did? Well, you continue the celebration, which has been advertised at the top of the month till now. Just because last night's over does not mean the festivities come to an end. Doesn't mean they come to a close. You put them in the laundry machine, you wash it, you take them out, you put them on. They're all cozy and warm, ooey gooey, rich, and chewy. And that's what we are doing tonight. We are continuing the celebration by revisiting former favorite guests. Because let's face it, a lot of people have come, a lot of people have gone. A lot of people have come back, a lot of people have been banned. Tonight, we're going to circle the drain, as it were, with some guests that only appeared once, that you most likely do not remember. Even if you were a longtime viewer, you're going to see these people go, I don't remember. Who? Who the heck is it? Who's that? Well, I don't remember that. One person you will remember is undoubtedly, as christened last night, the main squeeze of the show, my main squeeze. If I could, I'd take this guy and I'd just motorboat him. Let's welcome back to the program, Dave Kaufman. Dave.
Hey, James, how's it going?
Let's put the cards on the table.
Yep.
You're a very tired man.
Yeah, very tired. Went to bed late last night, and
I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Impossible to say. But yeah, busy day today, and back at it right now.
Back at it right now. When you joined the production call, I thought, this guy's in a bad mood.
I was, yeah, I am. I'm fine.
And it took it. I think it speaks to the level of my character that I didn't razz you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, James. It felt nice not to be razzed once in a while.
As a expert troll.
Yeah, one of the best.
Maybe the best.
Maybe the best.
And I don't really have to do very much, which is it's what I call mental manipulation. I'm a bit of a puppet master.
Oh yeah, you're like a pickup artist, kind of. You mentally manipulate.
Yeah, I guess I don't have the. Yeah, you know what? I could be one. I think I could be without the desire to bone.
Yeah, you're a pickup artist with a low sex drive.
Yeah. Hey, I think I've got myself a new solo character coming to the 2025 Saint Ambroise Montreal Fringe Festival. What happens when you take a pickup artist that's got a low sex drive? You get James and my poster is like me holding flowers like this.
You might be wondering how I got here.
Yeah. Dave?
Yeah.
I didn't razz you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I didn't even want to razz you.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit.
You did. It's okay.
I razzed you?
No, I bet you probably wanted to.
Well, here's the thing. I razz people because I like to lighten the mood.
Right.
It's like let's get our minds off of it by putting our minds on me bullying someone.
Sure.
Lately, in the classes that I teach, not PUA, I've taken to picking on someone every class.
The same person?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I have a student currently. I've given him a nickname.
Yeah.
And I've told him he has to earn his way out of the nickname. The nickname I gave him is Soft Serve.
Okay.
Because I keep calling him Soft.
Because of he needs why, James? Why is this man soft?
Well, this person was part of a production team, and they canceled their show because of a snowstorm, and I said it was soft.
Okay, so they weren't like the mailmen. They weren't.
No, and to this person's credit, they didn't even want to cancel the show.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't even their prerogative.
I heard one of the people in the show also had COVID.
Okay, so it sounds like the show should have been canceled.
I started making the guy play a character named Soft Serve. I said, if you can do this, you'll never be Soft Serve again. And then the guy did a great job.
And is he no longer soft serve?
I said, you did such a great job that you've embraced what it means to be soft serve, so now you get to keep it.
Wow, there's truly no winning.
I got paid in this class.
Yeah.
I got paid. Yesterday, people hired me. I like to start with a nice conversation. I went around the room. I said, I want everyone to list their favorite donut. Favorite donut. Then I said, we're going to go around the horn, favorite pizza. And someone said, oh, I really don't know. I said, we're not starting the workshop until you name a pizza. And I think what's happened is hosting this show has infected the way that I integrate myself into normal conversation now in real life, where I'm just, I'm having my little bits of fun.
Yeah, and what do you think that means about yourself, James? If we're going to get into this,
that's a great. What do you think it? What, Dave? I want you to be completely honest. You call it like it is. Anytime we've got people in our lives, I call you. What do you think's going on with this person, Dave? You got a really reflective way of thinking. What do you think it? I think I have an idea of what I think it is. I want to hear it from you.
So how would you? What's the exact behavior that you feel the need to sort of alleviate tension through status?
Playful teasing.
Playful teasing.
I think it's like, let's all have a laugh, but at someone's expense.
Right, right.
But I'd like to think I create a culture that people feel like they can do it to me too.
But do they?
Some do.
Your students?
Some of the big dogs do. Yeah, okay. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this, James. I don't think it's necessarily.
Some of them wouldn't dare dream to, because there's some, if they tried, you know what that means.
You're hitting them.
Might be.
Oh, wow. You know, maybe it's sort of...
What do you think it is, Dave?
Maybe it's like a mix of, like, you know, wanting to fix things that are sort of a little bit out of your control through the only tools that you have, which might be humor. It seems like maybe in your life you've been in situations where, I don't know... maybe your parents didn't get along or something like that. And, you know, there's not much you could do about that other than, you know, make jokes, put people at ease.
Well, yeah, you know, it's funny because people are often like, do you think you use humor as a coping mechanism? And it's like, no, because when things are actually bad, I think my seriousness and stoicness is very jarring to people.
Yeah.
Because there's times when things get serious and other people try to make a joke. And I look at them like, what are you doing?
For sure, I've been there.
Yeah, I think people are like, oh, this James guy, he's really grouchy and a little rough around the edges. We're all just having fun. When I'm actually it's very unpleasant.
I think that I make more jokes in like truly
I would say that
yeah,
you would probably use humor to compensate.
Yeah, for sure. There's no question.
Yeah, what do you think that's about? Humor. Parents didn't get along?
My parents got along. It might be that I'm fucking sick.
Whoa. Yeah, well, I'm not going to dig too deep into that. I'd like to, if we could you imagine if we got a relationship therapist on the show to work with you and me? We put it all on the line. Well, when Dave does this, I feel this. When James does this, I feel this.
Maybe we'd be better friends. I mean, we already are good friends, but maybe that would really take us to another level.
Yeah, I've taken to referring to you when talking to other people as, quote, my Dave. For fun. Just to see, well, that's not what my Dave would do.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I guess I'm flattered. I don't know. I don't know how to perceive that.
Coming in from the chat, Brodog1991. This person's working their way up as one of the all-time viewers. PUA is dead. Pickup artistry is dead.
Wow, that's like almost like a Clash level statement.
Yeah, Boss Fracture writes, quote, James is my kind of teacher. I set a great environment in the classroom, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Because when it's time to get to work, we do it.
You never taught me like a level or anything, but you did teach. You coach a team that I was on.
And it's a different animal.
Yeah.
It's a different animal. It's a totally different animal. Boss Fracture also writes, quote, I might have trained as a therapist for real. Let me know. Interesting.
That's interesting. Write
High
that
Score
down.
Run writes, quote, James was just hungry and angry. I guess that's in relation to me wanting to know my students' favorite treats.
There's nothing pisses me off more, and this isn't an offense to them, but
Yeah.
when I'm upset about something and somebody accuses me of just being hungry.
Yeah, it's interesting because I do think that hunger brings out certain sides of people. It doesn't make me angry. I will say that in my life, and I'm not saying everyone's life, in my life, women that I've known can border towards angry when they're hungry.
Yeah, it does happen for sure. I mean, my kids are definitely like that for sure.
Yeah.
When I used to play poker,
I'm not a hungry woman paired with James, not a good mix.
no, no.
No.
I was gonna say is I used to play poker, and I would like whenever I'd have like a losing day or whatever, you'd lose like $1,000+ or whatever, and I'd be a little bit upset, and my girlfriend, who's now my wife, at the time, Dave's wife, as we like to call her, would say, "Oh, you have the poker grumps," and that was very. I was like, I just lost like $5,000.
Yeah, that's not the poker.
Yeah.
The poker grumps. It's the it's the poorer grumps.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he just has the poker grumps right now.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Yeah, that would really.
And I'm just like
upset
stewing
me.
in my chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting coming from Dave's wife, who's easily irritable.
Yeah, she's a nice lady.
No one said otherwise.
Yeah.
I think she's a great lady.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Dave,
and we'll leave it at that.
It's officially St. Patrick's Day today. I
Yeah.
thought before we get into the forgotten guests, I'm curious to know your take on St. Patrick's Day.
I don't really have a take on it. I mean, I feel
It's
like
garbage.
It's garbage. That's my take.
Well, the way, now I want to clarify here, the way it's celebrated in cities like Montreal,
Yeah.
it's a disaster. You walk down the street and you've got these people. It's like the demographics are, let's say, 16 to 19, and then like 35 to 40s. And they're all wearing the same cheap Dollarama garbage.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm not saying this because I'm offended as an Irishman.
I'm also a little bit Irish. Did you know that about me?
Really?
Yeah, 1/16 Irish.
Okay. Are you celebrating with a cold one today?
I haven't drank a cold one, and I probably won't. But I did watch Conor McGregor at the White House very briefly. And that was my St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, so I'm going to put this on the table right now. The first subject going into the at-home human toilet is Conor McGregor. Did you see him? He was bloated. He looked like a boiled hot dog.
Yeah, he's not looking great.
Why is he at the podium?
Well, because I feel like Trump's connected to like Dana White, who runs the UFC, and so
Yeah, another boiled hot dog.
yeah, they're all a bunch of boiled hot dogs.
Yeah.
You got to have 12 of them in a pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just at the White House.
It's insane. Whatever. Who cares? I don't even want to think about it. It's
Yeah,
not worth
put him in
thinking
the
about.
human toilet. First guy going in.
Okay. But,
So that made you feel extra Irish today, Dave, watching
that made me feel Irish.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't. There was a period in my life where I would, binge drink on St. Patrick's Day or whatever, and
Have some green beer,
Have
head
some-
out to Hurley's
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
Irish Embassy or the Ye Old Orchard Pub.
that's right. I did it all, but it's not for me anymore. I'm
Go to see those bar bands. They're all doing, "Oh, the day that Pat Murphy died," or whatever that crummy song is.
sure the song from The Departed, the Dropkick Murphys.
Oh yeah, shipping up to Boston.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. There's a song that deserves to be in the toilet, but
You
I don't
like
have a
that?
song toilet. I've got the human toilet.
Sure, yeah. You don't like.
Well, it's just this, it's this. The song is perfectly fine. It's what it represents to all these, these people
It's like
that celebrate.
Yeah, it represents street fighting, right? Like smashing a glass bottle over someone's head and
Yeah, but that would be
calling them a
great.
racial slur or
Yeah, that
something.
well, maybe not that part, but the
Yeah.
first part would be great.
Oh yeah.
But it's like a bunch of Dawson students and then a bunch of people that live in Beaconsfield coming down to celebrate on this parade. It's always cold.
Yeah.
Yesterday it poured. It was 16 degrees. You were sweating and wet.
Yeah.
It's garbage. You see like all these parents with their kids. Kids don't want to be there because Montreal, it's this famous celebration city, and they somehow have the crappiest parades.
Yeah, they don't. We're not a parade
It's just
city.
a bunch of cars and people walking down the street.
Yeah, I went to New Orleans on during Mardi Gras. That's a parade city.
Fat Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
That's a good character name.
Yeah. Write that down.
Okay.
Yeah, write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was lucky enough to be part of the not part of, I was on hand for it. Part of the Lunar New Year parade this year. That was an extravaganza. It was a walking parade, but it's just people banging on drums, dancers. It was wild, and it only lasted for 3 blocks. It went from Saint Laurent René Levesque to Saint Laurent Saint Antoine,
I like that.
and then it was done.
That's a good compact experience. I feel like parades they're too long.
And then then
They
it's just
whine,
over.
they break up traffic. You can't get anywhere.
Yes, no,
at a
yeah, this
time.
one, yeah. There's no cars going through.
A nice
Now,
fast parade, 3 blocks.
Joe
You're in and out.
Conto in the chat right now. I like the Christmas parade. The one here. What's good about it? There's no floats.
I'm
Parades
more
at-
of an observer in this conversation because I don't go to any of them because they all stink.
We're gonna celebrate the At Home with James 10-year anniversary with a parade.
All right, done.
A parade. It's gonna go from.
Write it down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dave, let's get into the matter at hand here. We're celebrating 5
You meant
years.
the one in Ottawa.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Dave, we celebrated 5 years last night.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we officially begin the 6th year.
Oh yeah.
That celebration seems less fun.
6.
Yeah, when we get to 6.
Yeah, no.
in
The next big
2026.
one's 10. Really, after this, who cares until 10?
Yeah, 6. It doesn't sound good.
And then after 10, who cares until 20? Really.
I can see the branding now. Turning 6 in 26.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Dave, quick takeaways from last night.
You know, there's a lot of show,
There's a lot of show. You
Yeah.
were ready to wrap it up.
but it was good. I was actually really had fun seeing everybody. And,
It was very heartwarming.
I felt like it was a good group of people, and it made me sort of proud that that's sort of the culture we've curated to have all those people on the show.
I woke up this morning. I went and got a coffee at my Tim Hortons.
Got myself a gun.
Yeah, I bought a gun because I thought, well, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
I left the Tim Hortons. I put my coffee down and I put a glove on. It was a little cold out to hold my coffee. And I said out loud to myself, 5 years. And you think that we were doing this show in 2022 or 2021.
I guess it's 2020, right?
We're all 5 years older.
My daughter is 5 years.
This show is older than your daughter.
The show's older than
Yeah.
my daughter.
Yeah, by a handful of months.
And honestly, quite honestly, I don't remember what my life was like before having
Do
her.
we look the same? If we went back and do we sound the same?
I doubt it. My
I
voice
went back
is
and
deeper.
looked at some of those Instagram videos.
Whiskey.
I'll tell you what, I have really consolidated my look. The old days, wearing all sorts of different stuff, toques, no hat. I was just doing all sorts of stuff. This is very much like this is the look.
Yeah.
You've been in a different house since then.
Yeah, that's right.
Not me. My place hasn't changed one iota.
No, not even a picture on the wall has changed.
No, it's all exactly. But remember, I used to do the show this way.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Let's here. I'm going to turn on the Amadeus 180. Here we go. It's firing up. That's where I used to do the show. Right up against that curtain.
Oh, wow. Boy, how times have changed.
But you know, as Paul Simon once said, still crazy after all these years. Oh, still crazy. Right?
Yeah, he did say that with Garfinkel.
Dave, we are celebrating the celebration. We
Yeah.
continue it tonight with Forgotten Guests. We've
Keep this
had,
party going. This parade's
yeah,
not going to last 2 blocks.
no, not at all.
Much longer.
We've had 100 and plus guests on the show, and you can't remember. They're not all the Belmontes and the Kirises and the Browns. There's some that make you go, I must have missed that one.
To make you
Dave,
go, hmm.
we're gonna be going back into the annals of time and revisiting. Are you excited about this?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, we mentioned the year 2021. This was less than a year after we made the switch from Instagram to Twitch. We welcomed a guest on the show.
I don't even think I was here for this, to be honest.
Oh no, this must have been one that either Andy or Dimitri was working on, something like that. But this guest that we're going to be seeing here is goes by the name of Johnny Grabass.
Johnny Grabass. Okay.
Johnny Grabass, part of the Italian community, I think.
Okay.
And this is from 2021.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, Dave, you ready to pull up the video?
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of tech issues, so might take me a second to find a clip, but I'll
It's
figure it out.
no problem at all. Based on your reaction, you definitely were not here for the interview with Johnny Grabass.
No, I can't wait to watch it though.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
No hat.
All right, Johnny, really glad to have you here tonight for the first time ever.
Hey, James, how's it going?
Yeah, curious to know where are you coming to us from tonight?
Me? I'm coming from my family restaurant, Chez Grabass.
Chez Grabass.
Yeah,
So if I understand correctly, you are Italian.
that's right.
Why does it have a French name?
Chez Grabass. So
Is it
Grabass is it's an Italian name. Comes from Sicily, and
so the name Grabass isn't a nickname.
no, it's pronounced Grabass.
Oh, my mistake. Johnny Grabass.
Johnny Grabass.
All right.
Hey.
All right. So you're here to promote this restaurant. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
So it's Italian food, run by an Italian family, the Grabasses.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, my ma, Pina.
Your mother, Pina?
Yeah, Pina Grabass.
Okay.
And my daddy, Maurizio.
You still call him Daddy?
I call him Daddy Grabass.
Okay.
And my two brothers, the Grabass brothers.
Okay, so you call your brothers the Grabass brothers?
That's right.
What are their names?
One,
Okay, your mother, Pina. Your daddy, Maurizio.
I got Pardo Grabass
Mm-hmm.
and Handful Grabass.
Part of Grabass and Handful Grabass.
That's right.
All right, so I understand that your
Hey.
restaurant was targeted by vandalism recently.
Oh, mamma mia. Pizzeria. Yes, that's true, James. These guys, they come to my restaurant and they spray paint it. They spray paint it with Mario?
Mario who?
Eastside Mario?
Wait, the Canadian Italian restaurateur Hey, bada boom, bada bing.
Hey, bada boom, bada bing. They spray paint the Eastside Mario logo on my restaurant. Johnny
Okay, so
Grabass.
yeah, these guys, they come to your restaurant, and you have reason to believe that the people that have vandalized your restaurant are the proprietors of Eastside Mario's.
No, no, no. I don't know who they are, but they spray paint. They calling us just another Eastside Mario.
Okay,
I
so
think
the people
maybe it was a
that
Banksy. I don't
vandalized your
know.
restaurant, they came. These people,
These
they came
people,
with
they
spray paint,
came. These
and they
people.
spray painted on your wall. These guys are just another Eastside
Well, they
Mario's.
spray paint the Eastside Mario logo. You know the one.
Okay, but you're not willing to say that you think it's Eastside Mario's.
Well, I wasn't sure. I don't think it was a calling card, James.
Okay.
I think it
Well, that
was.
would be very incriminating if you worked for Eastside Mario's
Yeah.
and you wanted to target someone. You wouldn't write your own
Well,
logo.
if you were Mario from Eastside Mario's,
Sure, it would be sort of being caught
because
red-handed.
he was friends with my pa.
Really,
Yeah.
Maurizio.
They're both immigrants from Italy.
Okay,
Yeah. They
same
both
part
grew
of
up
Italy.
in Sicily. Yeah.
Okay,
It was my pa. You remember his name?
yeah, Maurizio.
Maurizio.
Your mother, Pina.
And then Maurizio and Mario, they were best friends growing up,
Yeah.
back in Sicily. And they came over, they came to Canada
Mm-hmm.
on the same ship.
Okay.
Now, this is boring. This isn't a story you want to listen to. You don't seem that interested
No,
in my lineage.
this is not boring. This is we're trying to understand the potential threats that you guys have. One, they're not even potential. You have been receiving them, but you're not worried about future targeting. You seem nervous to pin this on Mario of Eastside Mario's.
I don't want to say it's him. I don't want to say it's him. I don't want to say it's not him. But me and my family, we're going to take care of it. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay, well, how are you going to take care of it?
Well, we're going to make him a pizza they can't refuse.
Okay, so you're going to present a peace offering to the people of Eastside Mario's, even though you're not willing to hedge your bets that they are the ones that have perpetrated this vandalism.
We're going to make him a pizza, James. A pizza they can't refuse.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said a peace offering.
Yeah, a peace offering is in the
Well,
form
this
of a
pizza
pizza.
is no peace offering, James. This is a threatening pizza.
What's so threatening about a pizza?
It's a
Is it really hot?
This is going to be burning hot, James.
So your plan is to serve them a burning hot pizza.
It's going to burn their mouth. They're going to take
And
one
you're
bite
saying
of it.
they
It's gonna-
can't refuse it because, when people open up the box, like, I can't wait. I got
They're going to look at it. They're going to say, I got to take a bite of this. But then they're going to take a bite and it's going to burn their mouth right through their skull.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be hotter than the normal pizza temperature?
Yeah, it's going to be 200.
What temperature does pizza cook at?
Pizza cooks at 900 degrees Fahrenheit in a good oven. But if you make it
Okay.
at home, it's like 500.
Do you have a good oven?
Oh, I've got the best oven, James. Totally made
Brand?
out of bricks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to send them a really hot pizza.
Yeah.
Is it going to be from you or is it going to be a discreet pizza?
It's going to be a discreet pizza. It's going to show up. It's going to show up in 30 minutes or less to their door.
Or what?
Or it's free, James.
True? I thought it was already free.
I guess you're right. I guess it is already free, but it's going to be even extra.
You're already
free.
giving them a free pizza.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if it's late, I'm going to owe them money.
Okay. So
Because if it's
What
a
if
free
they- what
pizza
if they
already,
let-
then
what
it's
if
got to
they
be
let the pizza
extra on the
sit?
other direction. What?
what if they let the pizza sit and cool off?
Well, if they let it sit and cool off, they're not going to do that, James. No true Italian will do that.
All right.
You ever let it? You wait to eat your pizza? Or you're like, oh, I got to try this.
No, I like to wait. I wait.
Wow. Well, then I'm not going
I don't wanna burn my
send you a hot pizza. That's for sure.
Well, okay. So what makes your pizza so tempting? What are going to be the toppings on this pizza?
We're going to be the toppings? Oh, it's going to be all the best toppings. But James, just before we get into the pizza, I was hoping that I come on the show and we could do like a wheel of topics or something.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know. I had this idea for a segment for your show. I watch your show sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can use this in the future.
A wheel of topics.
A wheel of topics. Write it down, James.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
So
write
you
it down.
do a wheel and you put a bunch of topics
Put a
on
bunch of topics. You spin the wheel. You find the topic. You could do snacks or, whatever. Halloween stuff.
Oh, yeah, like Christmas things.
Yeah, Christmas things.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe we'll try that.
Yeah, try that one time.
Seems like something that would be good once.
Yeah. Or you can try it a dozen
Okay, so-
times, whatever.
So what makes your pizza so special? The toppings.
I got pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
I got I got to put the green pepper on there,
Yeah, you got to put the green pepper.
and then I put a little bit of mushroom.
So an all-dressed pizza,
Oh, it's
Montreal
all
style.
dressed, yeah. This one's all. It's got all the toppings.
All right. Well, before we wrap up here, is there anything
Oh,
you'd
it's
like to
over.
say? What would you like to say to these people who may have targeted your restaurant? Grabass, Shea Grabass.
Yeah. Hey, next time you do it, I'm gonna grabass you.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna grab that boss.
All right. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for coming. Come on down, get a free pizza anytime you want.
All right, sounds good. That's Johnny Grabass, the owner of Shea Grabass, and coming up in just a few minutes, we're gonna have Dimitri Kirez talking about sex.
You're muted, James.
So long ago, I had forgotten that his name was pronounced Grabass.
Hey, I mean, I wasn't there for the original
Well,
segment.
it sounds like you've in the time in between that you've made your way over to Shea Grabass.
Oh, well, right.
Oh, we got some technical difficulties here. Dave, what happened? You got hungry?
Well,
All that talk about pizza, you couldn't refuse it.
I was watching that, and I was like, maybe I can do an impression of this guy.
You?
Yeah.
Why don't you try your best Johnny Grabass right now?
Hi, I'm Johnny Grabass.
Yeah, you can't do
No,
accents,
you're right.
Dave.
I can't. Hey, that was a pretty bad segment.
Yeah, I mean that's why this is forgotten.
Right.
Guest.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty interesting.
It was interesting.
It's been a long time since I've ever thought or heard or spoken the words East Side Mario's.
Right.
You ever eat there?
No, I haven't. I've eaten at Mike's.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Very thick pizza, Mike's.
Yeah. I like a nice thick pizza.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's too thick, though. It hurts the tummy.
Why do you think we never brought Johnny Grabass back?
I don't know. I hope that he's okay and he wasn't murdered by the East Side Mario guys.
Yeah, I've never even heard of his restaurant.
Shea Grabass? Actually,
Yeah, well, his plan was a little questionable. He's going to send them a pizza so hot they can't refuse it.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm going to Google the East Side Mario guy and see what happened to him if his Wikipedia page.
Yeah. There's very interesting graffiti. You're just like East Side Mario's.
Yeah.
Someone with a spray paint can.
I think it could have used to be a bit more like a targeted message, I think.
Could have been punched up, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Dave, interestingly enough, our next forgotten guest.
Oh, right back into another one. Okay.
Yeah, also part of the restaurant world.
Okay.
Yeah. A bit of a, I don't even know how I want to word this. Questionable, I guess, would be the right method. Someone who's got a fried chicken restaurant. This is someone who goes by the name of Colonel Saunders.
Colonel Saunders. Okay. I wasn't here for this one either. That's odd.
This must have been Dimitri or Andy.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can find the clip.
Yeah, and this one we're going all the way back to 2022. This was right around the new year. So I guess we really had it for restaurateurs.
Yeah, these clips are so hard to find. Give me a second. I'm going to find it.
Well, look, there's been over 500 episodes, so you're digging deep into the archives here. Again, we're going back to 2022 where I interviewed this guy, Colonel Saunders, about his fried chicken restaurant.
All right, let's see if I can find it.
All right. This is fun, right? We're peeling back the curtain, letting people see things that maybe they wouldn't.
Yeah, it's fun.
right, well, Colonel Saunders, I want to thank you so much for being here. First time on the show, I got to ask, how did you hear about us? We've been doing it for a couple of years now.
Hey, James, how's it going?
Doing very well. Thanks for being here.
Hey, no problem. How did I hear about you?
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram, right?
Well, we used to be. We're on Twitch now. We moved to Twitch in 2020.
Well, that's the thing. I was on Instagram. This is in 2020, and I swiping through some different, model pages, and then I came upon your page.
Okay, so you're swiping through models?
Yeah, there's a lot of good-looking ladies on Instagram.
Are you new to Instagram?
I was in 2020,
Yeah.
but not anymore.
All
Now
right.
I'm somewhat of an aficionado.
Checking out the babes on Instagram.
There's a lot of ladies on there. You ever check those out?
Yeah, well, they pop up, right?
Sure, they pop up.
Well, interestingly enough, as I was going through Instagram, your restaurant popped up
Oh, yeah.
and your username popped
What were you
up.
looking up at Instagram, James?
I was looking at food stuff.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And I noticed your restaurant,
Yeah.
Fried Up Kentucky Chicken.
Yeah, that's it. Right behind us. Fried up
Yeah.
Kentucky chicken.
Yeah. And I couldn't help but notice your name, Colonel Saunders.
I'm Colonel Saunders, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I guess you could say that, but there's a couple of key differences.
Sure.
Yeah.
What are they?
Well, Kentucky Fried Chicken
Mm-hmm.
is Kentucky Fried Chicken, and ours is
Yep.
Fried Up Kentucky Chicken.
What makes it different?
Well, ours is fried up, James, and theirs is fried. We fry ours up. We do it
Okay.
higher.
All right, so you cook it on a higher temperature.
We cook it on a higher temperature.
What
We cook it at a
temperature
higher
does-
altitude, and we
What
like to
te-
get a little high while we cook it too.
Okay, wait, so hold on here. You cook it at a higher altitude.
It's fried up, James.
Okay, so it literally fries up.
It starts low, and then it fries up.
What temperature does chicken cook at?
Well, you want to cook it to 165 degrees internal temperature, but generally you're cooking it at something like 400 to 500 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But we cook
your-
it higher.
And your staff gets high while cooking?
Our staff gets high. We cook it at 700 degrees until it's nice and burnt.
Okay, so your chicken's burnt?
We serve it burnt.
Okay, well, I noticed that your name is Colonel Saunders, and
Yeah.
it sounds a lot like Colonel Sanders.
Sure, but mine's Saunders.
I understand, yeah, there's the difference between Sanders and Saunders.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice you also have a similar mustache to Colonel Sanders.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you?
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah, you bleached
My
that
white
thing?
mustache?
Yeah, your white mustache, but your hair is completely black.
Yeah, well, I dye my hair.
Okay, so I understand you've gone white, but
Yeah, I'm of that age, James.
sure.
I'm much like my daddy, who also happened to be named Colonel Saunders Sr.
Okay.
He went white at a young age, and so did I. I'm 25 years old.
What about your mother? Wait, you're 25 years old?
That's right. Pretty impressive to be running a chicken restaurant at 25.
Tell me a little bit about your mom.
My mom, Madam
Yeah.
Saunders.
Yeah.
Oh man, she loved getting high.
And do you have any siblings?
Me?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
They died in a restaurant accident.
What happened?
Oh man, well they were super high, and they were cooking the temperature of the chicken at a real high temperature, and they deep fried themselves.
How
James.
high were they? Wait, they deep fried themselves in the fryer with all the chicken?
They fried themselves with the chicken, and you know what's worse? I shouldn't even be saying this. We accidentally served them.
Oh my god. Okay. I shouldn't be laughing.
No,
I
it
shouldn't
wasn't
be
funny.
laughing.
My God, there was a big lawsuit on our hands. All the
Okay,
people
so
who ate
you-
my siblings, they were pissed.
So you served your brothers to clients at Fried Up Kentucky Chicken.
That's right. Because we cook the chicken up.
Yeah.
We cook it at a higher temperature.
Did they
we
come
cook
out
it
in-
high, and we cook it at
I
high
hate to ask
altitude.
the specificity. Did they come out in parts?
Yeah.
Was it a 12-piece?
Served my brother's thigh. I served my sister's breast.
What were the sides?
Oh, we have great sides at our restaurant. We got potatoes. We got corn.
When you say potatoes, what do you mean by potatoes? Fries?
Fried. We deep fry potatoes.
So just a full potato.
Full potato.
All right.
It's in the deep fryer at a high temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the sides are a fried potato.
Well, I didn't finish.
These are the great sides you're talking
We
about?
got beans.
Sure.
We got biscuits.
Are you high right now?
Yeah.
Colonel Saunders? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What gave it away? The
Well,
reds
just
of my eyes
taking a long time
juxtaposed
to
with the
answer
whites
the
of my
questions.
mustache? Oh, okay.
Is this the first time you're revealing that you served your siblings to people?
No, I tell it at all sorts of parties and stuff. It's a great story.
Oh, it's a party conversation
Yeah,
starter?
so people like
So when people go to those like conversations to create topics at parties, this would be on that list.
That's right. I bring it up at parties, and people have a good laugh.
Have you had?
I met a couple of ladies telling that story.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You lucky?
Oh yeah.
All right. I'll have
You
to
ever get lucky,
think about
James?
that next. Say again.
You ever get lucky?
Once in a
I'll
while.
tell you can get lucky. You try a nice bucket of my chicken.
Okay,
Super
well,
burnt.
I couldn't help but notice it's very similar to KFC. Have you come into any legal problems with the people that run that organization?
No, they're happy that we exist.
Why?
Because, this is what their lawyer says. Their lawyer says that compared to your product, people really like our product.
Okay,
We're like the metric wherein they get all their good reviews. So you drive
people into KFC?
That's what they say.
What are some of the reviews on your food?
Let me check it out. Let me open up my Yelp.
Okay. We're going to check out Yelp reviews here with Colonel Saunders.
Okay. All right, here's one.
Yeah.
I went to Fried Up Kentucky Chicken. This is a 1-star one.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I ate a person. Maybe.
Yeah.
But the sides were great.
So they like the beans and fried potato.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your highest review? That was a 1-star, so it's got to be your lowest.
Yeah, I can filter by
yeah, of course. Yeah.
by stars.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that on the the phone.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well,
These things are incredible. It's like a computer in your pocket. Let me check it out. Okay. Oh, no. All right, I got one. 5 stars.
5? Okay, great.
I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. Ah, they're reviewing the wrong restaurant.
Oh, so this is for a KFC review that they accidentally put in FUKC.
FUKC?
Yeah. That's your restaurant, FUKC, Fried Up Kentucky Chicken. Did you not know the acronym?
Oh, man, that's close to a curse
real
word.
Close. Yeah, turn around. Look at that sign.
Crazy.
Turn around. You never noticed that thing?
Oh, man.
That really got you, eh, Colonel Saunders?
Woo!
Well, I want to thank you so much for being here tonight.
All right. Hey, you want some burnt chicken?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right.
All right. Appreciate you stopping by, and I see a real future in you coming on this show more often, Colonel Saunders.
I can't wait to be
soon.
back.
Well, I'd love nothing more. We'll be back soon. Andy Asaf is going to be stopping by to talk about sex. Well, snafu there. I can't believe we never brought Colonel Saunders back.
I like that guy. Yeah, we should bring him back.
Yeah. Dave, why don't you
Yeah.
check out some of the Yelp reviews about the restaurant now?
Let me check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the same
Fried,
phone.
fried up. Well, it's 2025. Fried up Kentucky chicken.
Oh, apparently the last location closed down.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Does it say any reason why?
Uh, suicide. I never heard of a restaurant closing down because of suicide before.
I think Colonel Saunders might be gone.
I don't know. Could have been anybody.
Well, Dave, we're gonna dig deep, very deep into the archives. This was 2020
Oh.
when we made our official switch to Twitch. This was in the fall. This is someone who. This is one of the more controversial guests.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, this is man who went by the name of. I guess he still goes by the name unless something's happened to him since. I haven't spoken to him since. Al Goldman.
Al Goldman. That sounds like a normal name.
And he was the owner of a adult video and bookstore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta find this clip.
You weren't here for this one either, Dave?
No, I don't remember Al Goldman.
This must have been an Andy or Dimitri or Carla Tech episode.
It sounds like it because, I wouldn't be too into the lewd content, frankly.
Yeah, no. You must have been busy with your firstborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2020, you say?
This is 2020, yeah. So we've
right.
gone 2022, 21, and now 2020. This is fall 2020 back on Twitch.
Let me scroll all the way back then.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, this we got time for one last forgotten guest. Al, I want to thank you so much for stopping by the show, taking the time.
Hey, James, how's it going?
Doing very well. Thanks so much for being here. I understand that you've got an important thing to talk about. You've, as we teed off earlier in the night, you own an adult bookstore and an adult video store, and you've decided to wage war on internet pornography.
Well, they're not two, just to be clear, they're not two separate stores.
No, yeah, you sell both in the same location.
Yeah.
What's the name of your store?
It's the Gold's, I'm Goldman, and it's the Gold's Gym of Sex.
Okay, so your smut store is called the Gold's Gym of Sex.
Yeah.
All right, and you're Al Goldman.
Yeah.
And you're waging war on internet porn.
Well, that's the thing, James. I've been running a prosperous business for quite some time. People really like my store. I'm a real fixture of the community. It's like people come, they hang out in the real world.
Yeah. It's like stopping by a bar or something, but
people come here and they make good friends with other members of the community.
Well, what I understand is that sales have dropped a little bit due to the accessibility of internet pornography, and you decided to open it up. You claim that your location is family friendly.
Is that what I claimed?
Well, that's the information that I received from my producers.
Right. Well, it's neighborhood friendly. Like we have people from all over the neighborhood come, and when you're here, your family is kind of the little catchphrase I came up with.
Sounds a lot like the Olive Garden.
Olive Garden?
Yeah.
No, that must be something about breadsticks, right?
Well, yeah, the restaurant is the Olive Garden, and I believe they have bottomless breadsticks. And
Right,
their slogan
right,
is when you're here, you're so. If I'm understanding correctly, you've taken their slogan, the Gold's Gym of Sex. When you're here, you're family.
Well, I didn't take their slogan. I came up with a slogan. When you're at the Gold's Gym of Sex, your family.
Okay, so it's more of your version of it. When you're at the Gold's Gym of Sex, your family.
I mean, that's what it is. It's not my version.
And that's what makes it family friendly.
Yeah, it's family friendly because when you come here, you're like family.
Okay, can you tell us about?
And I know the names of all my customers, and they say hi to me. They drop in. They have their morning cup of coffee here.
You serve coffee at the bookstore?
Yeah, it's like it's a community. It's like a community center almost. Like people
A
come.
community center so people can sign up for activities after work?
Yeah, we
or
have all
school?
sorts of activities.
Like what?
Like what?
Yeah.
We have watch-alongs.
Okay.
Screenings. We get a giant projector.
Is it in a cinema or?
Well, we have a giant projector. We project it on the back of the brick wall of the building.
So it's outdoors?
Yeah, we have an outdoor sort of amphitheater that people gather around, and we all hang out.
So
because when you're here, your family.
What I understand, you're neighboring to a school.
I mean, it's a college.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an adult college.
An adult college.
Much like my adult book and movie store. Mm-hmm. And we're all adults here, James.
Okay, so you have movie screening nights where you project pornography onto the brick wall of your porn store.
I don't like calling it pornography, and I don't like calling it a porn store.
Well, what would you call it?
I call it Goldman's Gym, a Gold's Gym, and I call it.
Okay, so hold on. Is it Goldman's Gym, a gold gym, or Gold's Gym of Sex?
You're confused, James. It's Gold's Gym of Sex. I'm Al Goldman. Yeah. And you can get your Gold's Gym membership card in order to join our community.
Okay. So you show movies. What are some other activities?
We also do. We have a dance teacher who runs a what's that called class? What's
dance?
That called class? It's a particular kind of dance. It's not samba.
Salsa, ballroom, swing?
No. It's not jazzercise. It's
Zumba?
Zumba, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
We have Zumba in the back Roomba. And we have, there's all sorts of activities. We have a skating rink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the problem with this is a lot of these activities sound like they're welcoming to children.
No, it's not for children. It's for adults.
Dancing, skating. What are other movies? What are other activities?
Adults dance. Adults watch movies. Trust me. Other activities? Oh, we got a coloring class.
Okay, color, like so people get crayons and pencil crayons and color.
It's not crayons, James. It's pastels. This is adult and charcoal. We do charcoal nude drawings.
Okay, I understand you've also you got some great deals on books, magazines, and videos. You want to tell us a little bit about your new releases?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I kind of wanted to get into this war against the online pornography.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to help publicize, but I understand.
Yeah, we got plenty of new releases. We got the Ricky Martin movie. We got the William Hung She Bangs. It's a sort of combination kind of thing.
A William Hung porn parody?
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware that was... It's 2020. Yeah. William Hung has not been relevant in a very long time.
Well, I mean, he's relevant to the community who likes him. It's like, the Rolling Stones were really popular, but then they're still touring now.
Well, they're still relevant.
Well, they're not as relevant as they were, just like William Hung.
Okay.
William Hung and the Rolling Stones, basically the same.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about this William Hung porn parody?
I mean, I didn't make it.
But but you sell it. You should know.
Sure. I mean, I don't know every product that I sell in the store by heart, James, but my understanding is it's sort of the journey of a young erotic man as he goes into American Idol and then gets cucked by the judges and humiliated, but then he meets young strapping man Ricky Martin, and they really hit it off.
Wait, they're in the same movie? I thought these were two different movies.
This is the sequel.
Okay, so it's a crossover, like the Avengers.
Like the Avengers. This is like Endgame.
And
where
in
all
this
the characters
video,
come
Ricky
together.
Martin and William Hung, are they engaging in sex acts?
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, tell us a little about your war on internet porn.
Well, you've been on the internet, right, James?
Sure.
You go online, you dial up on your modem, and you have a whole world of things to explore.
Oh yeah, the information superhighway.
You've got your GeoCity sites. You've got your Yahoo.com. all sorts of crazy stuff out
It's
there.
2020. I don't think people are using GeoCities and Yahoo.
Well, I can assure you they are, James. I've got a
All right.
GeoCities site advertising the Gold's Gym of sex.
Sex, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the basis of this war?
So then I'm online one day and I realize that there's people giving away what I'm selling, but they're giving it away for free.
Yeah.
And I say, that's not fair. Why should they be able to give it away for free and I can't give it away for free?
Okay.
So I've started giving away porn for free.
Okay, so
That's my war on the internet.
is this just like maybe like a free bin, or is it everything?
You come on by, you put your hand in a mystery box,
Okay.
and you get to pull out a DVD or a
Yep.
VHS or a Betamax or, whatever shape you want to grab,
Yep.
laser disc,
Mm-hmm.
MP4s.
How big is this box?
Oh, it's a pretty
You're
big
fitting
box,
in
James.
cassettes, DVDs, laser discs, Betamax.
It's big enough to fit all that stuff in, but small enough
MP4s?
that you can reach into it.
Sure.
It's the exact right size to fit those criteria.
So you get video files in there?
Yeah, you can pull out the pixels.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? Have you been online?
Yeah, I've been online.
Yeah.
So you've got MP4s in a box.
I've got MP4s in a box, yeah.
All right. Where can people find your store?
My store?
Yes.
It's in Granby.
Okay, so you're located in Granby.
Yeah.
All right. You get under any fire with those language laws, not having a French name for your store?
Yeah. Oh, man, that's been trouble. I have to call it Sex du Goldman.
Okay,
Jim.
so you have to use your last name. You can't say d'or, the word for gold.
No, well, that's my last name, James.
Sure. Yeah.
You follow what I'm
Well-
saying. What's
Well,
your
Al,
last name?
I want to thank you so much for being here.
What's your last name?
McGee.
Oh, I got some videos you might like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind?
Videos that star famous McGee's.
Wait, there's a bunch of McGee porno stars?
Yeah.
All right, well, next time I make it out to Granby, I'll be sure to stop by Gold's Gym of Sex.
All right, well, have me back on the show, and I'll tell you all about the videos I'm getting in.
Will do, I'm sure.
And
we
stop
can
on
do
by
that.
the store. You'll be, when you're here, your family.
I'll do what I can. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
That's Al Goldman. Coming up next, we got Andy Asaf and Dimitri Kierez stopping by. They're going to be talking about sex. Well, Dave, I think you can understand why that character was best left in Granby.
I was watching that interview, not having been there for the episode, and I felt like
Yeah.
you gave that guy a hard time.
Why is that?
Well,
It just seemed like a lot of his methods were a little bit questionable.
it just seems like, he had a box. You were questioning him on the proportions of the box.
Well, yeah. He's talking about MP4s in a box. It's very outlandish.
You're questioning him on the name of his store and how it translates to French. It just seems like, just let the guy live his life,
Dave, why don't you check out the reviews to see how things are going at Gold's Gym of Sex?
Let me check it out.
Yeah. It's in Granby. Not sure where.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's closed?
There's it seems like this guy was well loved by the community.
Oh.
Because there's a memorial community wake for him, and 300
Does
people
it
are
say
attending.
what happened to him?
What?
Does it say what
I didn't
happened
look.
to him?
Let me check.
Yeah.
Oh. He got uploaded to the internet.
Wow.
That's weird.
What a way to go.
I bet you don't believe that because you feel like there's a barrier
Just seems a little
between
outlandish.
pixels.
Just seems a little outlandish.
I mean, maybe, I guess. But it
Well,
happened.
Dave,
I'm looking online, it happened.
Yeah, I mean, look, if it's online, it must be true.
Yeah.
So 2 out of these 3 guests are dead.
Wow. Well, we don't even know what happened to. Let me check out what happened
Saunders?
Well, Saunders. We were talking about Grabass.
Oh, Johnny Grabass?
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't see what was going on with Chez Grabass, the Italian restaurant with a French name. Oh, no.
Apparently, he was murdered by a mafia member.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too involved or deep into
Someone
that.
from the East Side.
You think it could have been Mario?
I don't think so. That's
All right.
ridiculous.
So all 3 of these guests are dead, and we didn't even know until tonight. We couldn't bring him back if we wanted to.
I guess not.
Dave, that's going to bring an end to tonight's extended celebration of 5 years. How do you think this one matched up with last night?
Better.
Well, we're going to be back a week from tonight. The celebration continues. We're going to be having all sorts of fun with the 5-year anniversary as March goes on. And then we've got big news regarding the live show on March 29th at 8:30 live from Theater VME. Dave, we have decided on a name for a show.
Oh, yeah. What's the name, James?
The At-Home Demolition Derby, where some of the city's top comedians, well, it's going to be like a car crash of comedy.
Wow. That sounds enticing.
Yeah. Challenges, feats.
I might get a babysitter for that one.
Wait, you don't even know if you're going to be there yet?
I was going to go watch it.
Well, you're not going to watch it. You're going to be part of it, Dave. Come on
Oh,
now.
wow, even
Come on
better.
now. Come
Even
on.
better.
Yeah, you're the main squeeze of the show.
That's right.
Dave, final thoughts on tonight, the forgotten guests.
Oh,
May they
man.
rest in peace.
It's always fun going through old footage, and it's like, I can't believe we did the show like that back then. So much has changed.
Yeah,
We're much more of a professional
outfit
outfit now.
Oh, God, yeah. And it's nice to know that I've settled on a hat.
Yeah, that looks good on you, James. I think you made the right choice.
Thanks, Dave. Well, we'll do it again a week from tonight. Until then, that's Dave. I'm James. You are you. We were here. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. And, of course, be well.